The Himba are often called the Ovahimba or Omhimba, people who live in the Kunene region of Namibia. If you are wondering why this tribe is strange, we can tell you one of their cultures. They give sex for free to their guests. Also, they adorn newborn with bead necklaces. As if these are not enough, the tribe lives in isolation and is wary of external contacts. The people work hard to ensure that their beliefs and culture is not contaminated in any form by outsiders. You can see why we are curious to know this people who have not accepted civilization. The Himba people are predominantly livestock breeders and farmers, while their women are preoccupied with gathering firewood, cooking, and serving meals and sourcing for fresh water. Women tend to perform more labor-intensive work than men do, such as carrying water to the village, building homes and milking cows. Men handle the political tasks and legal trials. Their homes are simple, cone-shaped structures of saplings, bound together with palm leaves, mud and dung. In the Himba culture, a sign of wealth is not the beauty or quality of a tombstone, but rather the cattle you had owned during your lifetime, represented by the horns on your grave. The Himba have been plagued by severe droughts, guerrilla warfare during Namibian independence and the Angolan Civil War, and the German forces that decimated other groups in Namibia. Despite Himba life nearly coming to a close in the 1980s, they have persevered, and their people, culture, and tradition remain. The women are famous for rubbing their bodies with utjais, a mixture of butter fat and otcher, believed to protect their skins against the harsh climate. The red mixture is said to symbolize Earth's rich red color and the blood that symbolizes life. Some of the villagers are socially inclined and very religious, reversing and worshipping their ancient gods. Polygamy is welcome, and young girls are married off at their early ages. Though polygamy is not peculiar in Africa, it is practiced widely on the continent. However, not taking their bath is strange. Before you are taking a bath, the reason why they don't bath with water is because of the harsh climatic situation in their region. The Himba people lives in one of the most extreme environments. The harsh desert climate and the lack of potable water are the reasons why this tribe have difficulty getting a bath. Their lack of bath routine doesn't mean that they look less pretty. When you find them on their traditional attire, they look great, while some have their bodies exposed like the women. Since the taking of a bath is difficult, they make use of the red otcher on their skins and then make use of a daily smoke bath in order to maintain their hygiene. A shouldering charcoal is dropped into a bowl filled with herbs, and the smoke is allowed to ascend, and the people bow over the smoking bowl, and because of heat, the body perspires and helps in washing the body. The Himba still adorn themselves with traditional jewelry according to ancient customs. Both men and women wear large numbers of necklaces, arm bracelets, sometimes almost like sleeves, made from ostrich eggshell beads, grass, cloth, and copper, and weighing as much as 40 kilograms, as well as bracelets around the legs. Iron oxide powder with its shiny effect is worn as a cosmetic like Western glitter. Adult women wear beaded anklets, apparently to protect their legs from venomous animal bites. The large white shell worn on the breast by Himba, as well as Ovambo and Herero women, is called the Ohimba. Hairstyles indicate age and social status. A young girl typically has 2 plaits, ozondado, of braided hair, the form being determined by the Aruzo membership, patrilineal descent group. Just before puberty, the girls wear long platelets worn loose around the head. It can take on various forms, and sometimes wigs are worn over it. When the girls have completed their puberty ceremony, the so-called Akori festival takes place, and she receives the Akori headdress made from tanned sheep's or goat skin with 3 leaf-shaped points, often decorated with iron beads. Girls belonging to some groups have their hair shaved off, except for a small bush on top of the head. The shaved-off hair is then used to make plaits, which are woven into the remaining hair and hang down over the face. When she has been married for about a year or has had a child, the Akori headdress is replaced by the Aramb headdress made from the skin of a goat's head and fastened under the hair at the back of the head by 2 thongs. From then on, the Akori is worn only during ceremonial occasions. Himba males also wear different hairstyles, such as the single plait, the ondado, worn by young boys down the back of the head, 2 plaits, ozondado, worn by Himba men of marriageable age, and the mbwia headdress, a scarf made from fabric covering the hair and decorated with an ornamental band. The Himba worship their ancestors and the god Mukuru. Often, because Mukuru is busy in a distant realm, the ancestors act as Mukuru's representatives. Their homes surround an akirumo, ancestral fire, and their livestock, both closely tied to their belief in ancestor worship. The fire represents ancestral protection and the livestock allows for proper relations between human and ancestor. Each family has its own ancestral fire, which is kept by the fire keeper, who attends to the ancestral fire every 7 to 8 days in order to communicate with Mukuru and the ancestors on behalf of the family. The people are friendly to strangers and visitors, but will not allow any interference in their culture. Please like, share, and subscribe